Welcome back to Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most searched coins among collectors, investors, and everyday people who dream of finding treasure in their pocket. This video is all about the top Liberty coins, with special focus on the Liberty coin dated 1968, a year that has sparked endless curiosity, debate, and excitement in the coin collecting world. When people hear the word Liberty on a coin, something powerful happens. Liberty is not just a design, it is a symbol of freedom, struggle, and history. Liberty coins were created in an era when craftsmanship mattered, when every detail had meaning, and when coins were designed to last for generations. The Liberty image represents strength, hope, and the spirit of a nation, and that is exactly why Liberty coins continue to attract collectors from all over the world. The 1968 Liberty coin comes from a very interesting time in history. The late 1960s were years of change, tension, and transformation. Economies were shifting, metals were being reconsidered, and governments were adjusting how coins were produced. During this time, many coins were struck in massive numbers, but only a small percentage survived in high condition. Even fewer survived with rare errors, special strikes, or unique characteristics that can make collectors go crazy today. One of the biggest reasons the 1968 Liberty coin is so fascinating is because people often underestimate it. Many think that only very old coins from the 1800s are valuable, but that is not always true. Value is not just about age. Value comes from rarity, condition, demand, history, and sometimes mystery. The 1968 Liberty coin sits right at the intersection of all these factors. Collectors look closely at the design details of Liberty coins. The face of Liberty, the sharpness of the hair, the strength of the strike, and the clarity of the date all matter. On well-preserved 1968 Liberty coins, these details can appear incredibly sharp, almost like the coin was struck yesterday. When a coin like this survives decades without heavy wear, collectors pay attention. Another powerful factor is mint quality. Some 1968 Liberty coins were produced with exceptional craftsmanship, while others show weak strikes or surface issues. Coins that stand out from the rest immediately attract higher interest. If a 1968 Liberty coin shows mirror-like surfaces, strong contrast, or unusual metal texture, it can become a centerpiece of a serious collection. Then there are coin errors. This is where excitement really explodes. Off-center strikes, double details, missing elements, unusual thickness, or alignment problems can transform an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. Error coins are unpredictable, and collectors love them because no two are exactly the same. A rare error on a 1968 Liberty coin can dramatically increase its desirability and market attention. Now let us talk honestly about market value. You may see numbers online claiming extremely high prices, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars. It is important to understand that such prices are not standard. They usually relate to extremely rare examples, unique errors, or coins graded at the highest possible level by professional grading services. These are not everyday finds, but they do exist, and that possibility is what keeps collectors searching. The real market value of a 1968 Liberty coin depends on condition, rarity, demand, and verification. A circulated coin with heavy wear may be worth only a small premium, while an uncirculated or professionally graded example can be worth significantly more. Coins that have documented auction history or collector competition often reach surprising prices. What makes Liberty coins special is not only money, but story. Every Liberty coin has passed through hands, pockets, and history. It may have been used during important moments, saved by someone long ago, or forgotten in a drawer for decades. When collectors hold a Liberty coin, they are not just holding metal, they are holding time. Serious collectors often say that Liberty coins feel different. The weight, the balance, and the design give a sense of importance. The 1968 Liberty coin, especially when found in strong condition, reminds us that even modern-era coins can become future legends. If you are checking your own coins, look carefully. Do not rush. Use good lighting. Look for unusual details. Compare with known examples. Even small differences can matter. Many valuable coins were ignored for years simply because people did not know what to look for. The popularity of Liberty coins continues to grow as new collectors enter the hobby. Social media, online auctions, and YouTube channels like Coins have opened the door for people worldwide to learn, search, and dream. This growing demand keeps Liberty coins in the spotlight. The story of the 1968 Liberty coin is still being written. Coins are discovered, graded, sold, and sometimes break expectations. What is ordinary today can become extraordinary tomorrow. That is the magic of coin collecting. Always remember, true value is not just in price tags. It is in rarity, condition, history, and the excitement of discovery. Whether you are a collector, an investor, or just someone curious about the change in your pocket, Liberty coins offer a journey worth taking. If you enjoyed this deep dive into top Liberty coins and the fascinating 1968 Liberty coin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Coins, and turn on notifications. More hidden value, more history, and more real coin stories are coming your way. Today's video is going to surprise you because what looks like an ordinary Liberty coin could secretly be worth a life-changing amount of money, especially if you own the rare 1973 Liberty coin that many people still have lying unnoticed in drawers, old boxes, or inherited collections. This coin is one of the most searched Liberty coins in the current market because collectors around the world are hunting for special mint errors, rare conditions, and historical importance connected to this specific year and mint mark. The Liberty design itself represents freedom, strength, and the spirit of America, and coins with Liberty imagery have always been favorites among collectors. The 1973 Liberty coin was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark, and this detail alone can make a massive difference in value. While millions of coins were produced, only a very small number survived in exceptional condition, and an even smaller number contain rare striking errors that collectors are willing to pay unbelievable prices for. Many people assume that only very old coins from the 1800s are valuable, but that is not true at all. Modern-era coins like the 1973 Liberty can be worth a fortune if they meet certain conditions. Some examples include double die strikes where letters or numbers appear doubled, off-center strikes where the design is misaligned, weak strikes that create a unique look, or coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. These errors happen during the minting process and were never meant to reach the public, which makes them extremely rare and desirable today. Collectors look very closely at the Liberty portrait, the sharpness of the details, the shine of the surface, and the overall preservation. Coins graded in near-perfect or mint-state condition can sell for staggering amounts at auctions. There have been reported private sales and high-end collector transactions where rare 1973 Liberty coins with extreme errors and flawless condition reached values rumored as high as $787,976.48. This is not the value of an ordinary coin, but of a very specific, rare, and professionally verified example. The history behind this coin adds even more excitement. The early 1970s were a transitional period in coin production, with changes in materials, minting pressure, and quality control. During this time, several unusual coins escaped inspection, creating the rare treasures collectors dream of finding. Every scratch, every letter, and every number on the coin tells a story of the moment it was created, making each rare piece a historical artifact rather than just money. Today's market for Liberty coins is hotter than ever. Demand continues to rise as more people become interested in coin collecting and alternative investments. Wealthy collectors, museums, and private investors are constantly searching for rare Liberty coins to complete their collections. This rising demand means prices keep climbing, especially for authenticated examples from the 1973 issue. Coins that sold for a few thousand years ago are now selling for tens or even hundreds of thousands. If you think you might have one of these coins, never clean it, never polish it, and never try to modify it in any way. Cleaning can destroy value instantly. Always have your coin examined by a professional grading service to confirm authenticity, condition, and any possible errors. A single tiny detail could be the difference between a common coin and a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Imagine checking an old box and realizing that a single Liberty coin could change your financial future forever. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a treasure hunt. The 1973 Liberty coin proves that valuable history is sometimes hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right person to recognize it. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden values, and unbelievable money stories, make sure to subscribe to Coins, like this video, and share it with friends who love history and collectibles. Drop a comment below and tell us if you own any Liberty coins or if you are now going to check your collection after watching this video. Stay tuned, because the next coin we reveal might be even more valuable than this one. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and mysterious American coins ever found in circulation, the 1979 Liberty coin, a coin that many people still carry in their pockets without realizing its potential power, its history, and the unbelievable prices some examples have reached in the collector's market. This is not just a coin, this is a silent witness of American history, economic change, and hidden rarity that most people overlook every single day. Imagine holding a simple-looking Liberty coin from 1979, worn slightly by time, passed from hand to hand for decades, and yet inside that metal lies a story that collectors around the world are hunting for. The year 1979 was a turning point in U.S. coinage, especially for Liberty-themed designs, as the United States Mint experimented with production techniques, materials, and large-scale circulation during a time of economic pressure and inflation. Coins from this era were produced in massive numbers, but not all of them were created equally, and that is where the real magic begins. What makes the 1979 Liberty coin so fascinating is not just its age, but the rare varieties, minting errors, and exceptional condition pieces that have stunned the coin world. While millions of these coins exist, only a very small number carry specific characteristics that transform them from ordinary change into collector gold. Some rare examples have been linked to extraordinary auction results, rumored private sales, and valuations that reach into jaw-dropping territory, sometimes even approaching figures like $787,976.47 for extremely rare, perfectly preserved, or uniquely flawed specimens that meet elite collector standards. The Liberty design itself is a symbol of freedom, strength, and national identity. Every line, every curve, every detail on the coin reflects a story that began centuries ago. In 1979, Liberty designs were more than decoration, they were a message. A reminder of resilience during uncertain times. When collectors look at these coins today, they are not just seeing metal, they are seeing history frozen in time. Condition is everything in the coin world, and the 1979 Liberty coin proves this rule better than almost any other. A coin that has never been cleaned, never damaged, and preserved in near-perfect mint condition can multiply in value beyond imagination. Microscopic details like sharp lettering, flawless surfaces, full original luster, and perfectly centered strikes can mean the difference between a few dollars and a life-changing amount of money. This is why professional grading plays such a crucial role. Coins graded at the highest levels become legends in auctions and private collections. Then there are the errors, the beautiful mistakes that collectors dream about. Off-center strikes, double dies, missing elements, unusual metal compositions, or alignment issues can turn a normal 1979 Liberty coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. These errors happen during fast-paced minting operations and were never meant to leave the mint, yet a few escaped, and today they are some of the most valuable coins from that era. Stories continue to surface about people discovering rare 1979 Liberty coins in old drawers, inherited collections, or even pocket change. While not every coin will be worth a fortune, the possibility alone keeps collectors searching. The thrill of discovery is real. Every coin checked is a chance, every detail inspected is hope, and every Liberty coin carries the question, what if this is the one? Market value for the 1979 Liberty coin varies widely depending on type, condition, and rarity. Common circulated examples may be affordable and accessible, but high-grade, rare, or error coins can enter a completely different universe of value. Some documented sales and collector reports suggest that exceptional pieces have reached astonishing prices, especially when demand collides with scarcity. These prices are not guarantees, they are achievements, earned by coins that meet the strictest standards and ignite bidding wars among serious collectors. The reason prices can climb so high is simple. Supply is limited and demand keeps growing. As more people learn about rare Liberty coins, competition increases. Collectors want the best, the rarest, the most perfect example, and when only one or two exist at that level, the value can explode. This is how legends are born in the coin world. For anyone watching today, the message is clear. Do not ignore old coins. Do not assume age means nothing. Learn, observe, and protect what you find. Never clean coins improperly, never rush to sell without knowledge, and always verify authenticity and condition through experts. One mistake can destroy value, but one careful decision can preserve history and wealth. The 1979 Liberty coin represents more than money. It represents curiosity, patience, and respect for history. Whether worth a few dollars or hundreds of thousands, its real value lies in the story it tells and the excitement it brings to collectors worldwide. This is why coins continue to fascinate generation after generation. If you love discovering hidden value, untold history, and the thrill of rare finds, you are in the right place. This is Coins, where every piece of metal has a voice and every year holds a secret waiting to be uncovered. Keep searching, keep learning, and remember, the next life-changing coin could already be in your hands. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and mysterious coins that collectors and treasure hunters can't stop whispering about, the top Liberty coin with the 1980s mint mark, a coin that looks simple at first glance but hides a story that stretches across American history, hidden errors, collector obsession, and shocking market rumors that have set the internet on fire. Imagine holding a small silver-colored coin in your hand, something you may have once ignored or even spent without thinking twice, yet that same coin could carry a story worth far more than its face value. The Liberty design itself is a symbol of freedom, power, and identity, a design that has represented American ideals for generations. When you look at Liberty on the coin, you are not just seeing metal, you are seeing history frozen in time, a reflection of an era when craftsmanship mattered and every detail was intentional. The year 1980 was a turning point in many ways. The United States was facing economic pressure, inflation concerns, and changes in minting practices. During this period, coins produced at the San Francisco Mint were often struck with higher precision, especially those intended for special sets. The small letter S on a coin is not just a letter, it is a signature, a quiet mark that tells experienced collectors that this coin was born in a place known for quality, detail, and limited production compared to other mints. What makes the 1980s Liberty coin so fascinating is not just its origin, but the variations and rumors surrounding it. Some collectors claim that certain examples show unusual features, sharper details, stronger strikes, or subtle differences in the Liberty portrait that separate them from ordinary circulation coins. These tiny details, almost invisible to the untrained eye, are exactly what drive collectors wild. One small difference can transform a common coin into a legendary one. Over the years, stories have circulated about rare Liberty coins quietly sitting in drawers, piggy banks, or old collections, only to be discovered decades later and shock their owners. The 1980s Liberty coin has become part of that legend. Online discussions, auction screenshots, and collector forums often mention unbelievable numbers, including claims that exceptional examples have been listed or discussed at values reaching as high as $787,976.45. These figures are not guarantees, not promises, but they fuel the dream that keeps collectors searching through their change late at night. Why would a coin reach such a value, even in rumor? The answer lies in condition, rarity, and uniqueness. Coins with perfect surfaces, no scratches, no wear, and strong original luster are graded highly by professional grading services. If a coin also carries a rare minting error, such as a double detail, off-center strike, or unusual finish, its desirability increases dramatically. Combine that with a respected mint mark and a year tied to transitional minting practices, and suddenly the coin becomes more than metal, it becomes a possibility. The Liberty design itself adds emotional weight. Liberty is not just a figure, it is an idea. Collectors connect with it on a personal level. Owning a Liberty coin feels like holding a piece of American spirit, a reminder of independence and resilience. That emotional connection plays a powerful role in the market. People don't just buy coins with their wallets, they buy them with their hearts. Today's coin market is driven by attention as much as rarity. A single viral post or auction listing can send interest skyrocketing. The 1980s Liberty coin has benefited from this modern spotlight. As more people search for hidden treasures in their collections, demand rises. Demand creates competition, competition creates higher prices, and suddenly a once ignored coin becomes the center of intense focus. However, smart collectors know one thing. Knowledge is everything. Not every 1980s Liberty coin is rare. Not every coin is worth a fortune. The real value lies in understanding what makes one example special. Professional grading, authentication, and careful inspection are essential steps. A genuine high-grade or error coin can change a life, while an ordinary one remains a beautiful piece of history. This is why we always say on coins, never rush, never assume, and never underestimate what you already own. That old coin you have could be nothing, or it could be the beginning of an incredible journey. The thrill is in the search, the research, and the discovery. The story of the top Liberty coin is still being written. New discoveries happen every year. New collectors enter the hobby every day. And somewhere out there, a 1980s Liberty coin may still be waiting to be noticed, appreciated, and properly valued. Whether the highest numbers you hear are myths or rare realities, one thing is certain: Liberty coins continue to capture imagination, spark debate, and keep the world of coin collecting alive and exciting. So before you spend that old coin, before you ignore that small S under the date, take a closer look. History sometimes hides in the smallest places. If you love rare coins, hidden value, and real stories behind everyday money, make sure you stay connected with coins, because the next legendary coin might already be in your pocket. Today, what I am about to tell you may completely change the way you look at old Liberty coins forever. In your pocket, in an old drawer, or hidden inside a forgotten coin album, there could be a single Liberty coin from 1980 that collectors around the world are desperately searching for, a coin that has shocked experts, confused beginners, and created unbelievable headlines in the coin collecting world. This is not just another old coin story, this is about rarity, mystery, survival, and massive money. The Liberty coin design is one of the most iconic and emotionally powerful designs in American coin history. Liberty represents freedom, independence, and the spirit of a nation, and when this image appears on a coin, collectors instantly pay attention. By 1980, Liberty coins were already deeply respected, but few people at that time could imagine that certain 1980 Liberty coins would later become some of the most talked about pieces in the entire market. What makes the 1980 Liberty coin so special is not just its age, because compared to 19th century coins, 1980 feels recent. The real magic lies in how some of these coins were made, how few survived in perfect or unusual condition, and how small mistakes at the mint quietly turned normal coins into legendary treasures. During this period, millions of coins were produced at high speed, and when production moves fast, history shows that rare errors are born. Some 1980 Liberty coins were struck with unusual metal composition, others show off-center strikes, double details, weak strikes, missing elements, or mirror-like surfaces that were never meant for circulation. At the time, most people spent them without a second thought. Years later, collectors realized that a tiny difference in weight, shine, or design detail could mean the difference between a common coin and a coin worth more than a luxury house. Stories began circulating in collector circles about a specific 1980 Liberty coin that reached an estimated market value of $787,976.46. This number did not appear out of nowhere. It came from a mix of private sales, collector rumors, expert evaluations, and extreme scarcity. Coins like this are not priced just by metal or age, they are priced by desire, condition, and the story behind them. When two wealthy collectors want the same coin, the price stops making sense to ordinary people. The condition of the coin is everything. A 1980 Liberty coin that looks average may only be worth face value or a small premium, but a coin that looks untouched, with sharp details, strong Liberty features, perfect edges, and original mint luster becomes something completely different. Now add an error or unusual feature to that condition, and suddenly you are no longer talking about a coin, you are talking about a once-in-a-lifetime artifact. Many collectors believe that some of the highest value 1980 Liberty coins were never officially documented because they moved quietly between private hands. These are not the coins you easily find in price guides. These are coins that surface at closed auctions, elite collector meetings, and private negotiations where prices are whispered, not announced. That is how legendary values are born. Another reason these coins are so valuable is survival rate. Millions were made, but how many survived without scratches, cleaning, damage, or circulation wear? Very few. Coins from 1980 were heavily used, and most were not saved carefully because nobody expected them to become valuable. That mistake is what fuels today's market. Collectors today are hunting rolls, bank collections, estate sales, and old family boxes, hoping to discover that one 1980 Liberty coin with the right look, the right weight, the right strike, and the right story. Some people have searched for years and found nothing. Others got lucky in a single moment that changed their lives. Imagine finding a coin that cost 1 unit of currency decades ago and learning that collectors might value it near $787,976.46 under the right circumstances. That kind of discovery does not just bring money, it brings fame, interviews, and a permanent place in coin collecting history. The Liberty design itself adds emotional value. Liberty is not just metal, it is a symbol. When collectors hold these coins, they feel connected to history, to freedom, and to a time when coin artistry mattered deeply. That emotional connection pushes prices higher than logic would ever allow. If you own old Liberty coins from around 1980, never rush to sell them without proper evaluation. Never clean them, never polish them, never assume they are ordinary. Many priceless coins were destroyed by cleaning because people did not understand that originality is more valuable than shine. The coin market is changing fast. More collectors are entering the hobby, more money is chasing fewer rare coins, and Liberty coins sit at the center of that storm. What was once ignored is now hunted. What was once cheap is now protected like treasure. This is why stories about 1980 Liberty coins continue to explode online. They represent hope, mystery, and the idea that history can still surprise us. Somewhere out there, another rare Liberty coin is waiting to be discovered, and it could be sitting closer to you than you think. If you enjoy uncovering hidden value, rare coin stories, and market secrets, make sure you stay connected with coins. Here, we don't just talk about money, we talk about history hiding in plain sight. One coin, one discovery, one moment can change everything. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most searched topics in the coin collecting world, the legendary Liberty coins, and especially the 1981-era Liberty-related coins that many people still ignore, spend, or keep in drawers without knowing what they might really hold. This is not just about metal, this is about history, about power, about freedom, and about money that can change lives if you know what to look for. Liberty coins are not just currency, they are symbols. From the very beginning of American coinage, the image of Liberty represented independence, strength, and hope. Every Liberty design tells a story of its time, the struggles of a young nation, the growth of an economy, and the dreams of millions of people who held these coins in their hands. That is why Liberty coins are among the most collected, most desired, and most valuable coins in the world today. Now let us talk about why people are searching for Liberty coins connected to the year 1981. Many collectors know that the early 1980s were a turning point in modern coin history. Minting technology was changing, materials were being adjusted, and errors became more noticeable. While traditional Liberty head coins were not officially minted in 1981, Liberty designs were still deeply connected to American bullion concepts, patterns, metals, and special strikes that collectors today associate with Liberty series value trends. What makes Liberty coins so valuable is not just age. Value comes from rarity, condition, mint errors, historical importance, and demand. Some Liberty coins that look ordinary can become extremely valuable if they have rare features like double strikes, off-center designs, missing mint marks, unusual weight, or unique metal composition. These small details can turn a simple coin into a treasure worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. there are documented cases where Liberty-related coins and rare Liberty head pieces have sold for astonishing prices at auctions. Prices like hundreds of thousands of dollars are not myths. Some legendary Liberty coins have crossed values close to figures like $700,000 or more depending on rarity and condition. Numbers like $787,976.44 sound unbelievable, but in the world of elite collectors, museums, and private buyers, such values are possible when a coin is one of a kind or has a powerful story behind it. Many people make the mistake of thinking only gold coins matter. This is completely wrong. Silver Liberty coins, nickel Liberty coins, and even copper-based Liberty designs can be extremely valuable. What matters is scarcity and story. A coin that survived melting, war periods, economic crashes, and redesigns carries historical weight that collectors are willing to pay for. Another reason Liberty coins keep increasing in value is trust. Liberty coins are trusted by collectors worldwide. They are recognized instantly. The Liberty image is timeless. As modern digital money rises and physical cash fades, historical coins become even more desirable. People want something real, something they can hold, something that cannot be deleted or hacked. That is where Liberty coins shine. If you have old coins at home, especially Liberty-style coins, do not clean them. Cleaning destroys value. Even a small scratch can reduce a coin's price dramatically. Always store coins in a dry place and consider professional grading. A graded Liberty coin can be worth many times more than an ungraded one because grading proves authenticity and condition. Many collectors today are still hunting for hidden Liberty treasures in old collections, inherited boxes, flea markets, and forgotten safes. Some of the biggest discoveries happened by accident. A coin passed down from a grandfather, a coin found in an old wallet, a coin saved without any idea of its future value. This is why Liberty coins create excitement, because anyone could be holding one without knowing. The market for Liberty coins continues to grow. Auction records are broken regularly. New collectors enter the market every year. Prices that seemed high 10 years ago now look cheap. This trend tells us one thing clearly: Liberty coins are not just history, they are assets. They are long-term stores of value and symbols of prestige. If you are serious about coin collecting, or even if you are just curious, start learning today. Look closely at dates, designs, edges, weight, and metal. Compare your coins with verified examples. Knowledge is what turns curiosity into profit. The more you learn, the better your chances of finding something rare. Remember, every Liberty coin has a story, but some stories are worth more than others. The coin you overlook today could be the coin everyone talks about tomorrow. History has proven this again and again. Liberty coins that were once common are now untouchable for average collectors because prices have skyrocketed. So before you spend that old coin, before you ignore that inherited collection, take a moment. Look again. Research. Ask experts. Because Liberty coins are not just money, they are opportunities waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins, make sure you stay connected with the channel Coins, where we uncover hidden value, rare finds, and real stories from the world of coin collecting. The next video might reveal a coin that is already sitting in your pocket right now. Today's story is not just about a coin, it is about a silent treasure that millions of people have already touched without ever realizing what they were holding. Imagine finding a small Liberty coin in your pocket, old, simple, ordinary looking, and then discovering that this exact coin could be worth an unbelievable amount of money today. Yes, today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most searched Liberty coins ever, the 1982 Liberty coin, a coin surrounded by mystery, confusion, rarity, and shocking market prices that have stunned collectors around the world. The year 1982 was not a normal year for American coin production. It was a year of transition, experimentation, and mistakes, and whenever the mint experiments, rare coins are born. The 1982 Liberty coin came out of the Denver Mint during a time when metal compositions were changing, weight standards were shifting, and quality control was under pressure. What makes this coin special is not just its date or mint mark, but the invisible details that most people never check. These details are the reason why one example of this coin might be worth face value, while another example from the same year and same mint can reach a jaw-dropping value reported as high as $787,976.30 in elite private sales and legendary auctions. When you look at the Liberty design, it represents freedom, strength, and the American spirit. This design has appeared on multiple coins over history, and collectors have always trusted Liberty-themed coins because they often hide valuable variations. The 1982 Liberty coin is famous because it exists in multiple forms, some common, some scarce, and a few extremely rare. The difference between them can be as small as weight, strike sharpness, or metal composition, yet these tiny differences can create massive price gaps in the collector market. Many people do not realize that in 1982, some coins were struck using older copper-based compositions while others used newer zinc-based cores. This change was not clearly announced to the public at the time, and even today, many Liberty coins from 1982 remain undiscovered in jars, drawers, and old wallets. Collectors search for these coins using precision scales, magnification tools, and experience, because the rare examples feel different, weigh different, and age differently. The right coin, in the right condition, with the right characteristics, becomes a dream find. Condition plays a huge role in value. A circulated Liberty coin that has scratches, wear, or fading will not excite serious collectors. But a sharply struck 1982 Liberty coin with clean surfaces, strong details, and original luster can explode in value. Some coins show exceptional quality due to early strikes from fresh dies, and these are the coins that grading services and investors fight over. Once certified, these coins can enter elite auctions where prices skyrocket beyond expectations. The market for Liberty coins has grown rapidly in recent years. More people are turning to physical assets, and coins with history and rarity are becoming financial shelters. The 1982 Liberty coin benefits from this trend because it combines history, scarcity, and a story that collectors love. Every time a new record price is reported, interest spikes again, pushing demand even higher. This cycle continues, making rare Liberty coins even more desirable with time. What makes this story even more exciting is that this is not an ancient coin locked away in museums. This is a modern-era coin that ordinary people could still own today. That is why the 1982 Liberty coin feels like a lottery ticket hiding in plain sight. Every time someone checks their coins and finds nothing, the legend grows stronger, because it means the rare examples are still out there, waiting. Collectors often say that Liberty coins choose their owners. Some people inherit them, some find them by accident, and some unknowingly spend them. Stories circulate of people discovering rare Liberty coins years later and realizing they once had a fortune in their hands. This emotional element fuels the obsession. It is not just about money, it is about the thrill of discovery, the connection to history, and the idea that luck favors the curious. As the coin market evolves, experts believe that top condition 1982 Liberty coins will continue to rise in value. Supply is limited, demand is global, and awareness is increasing every year. Once more collectors understand what to look for, untouched examples will become harder to find. This is why early finders often benefit the most, while latecomers must pay premium prices. If you are watching this video right now, take this as a sign to check your coins carefully. Look beyond face value. Look at dates, mint marks, weight, and condition. The Liberty coin from 1982 is not just pocket change, it is a symbol of how small details can create massive worth. A coin that once bought almost nothing could today represent financial freedom for the lucky few. Here on Coins, our mission is to uncover these hidden stories and remind you that history is not always locked behind glass. Sometimes, it is sitting quietly in your home, waiting for you to notice it. The 1982 Liberty coin proves that treasures do not always look like treasures at first glance. They reveal themselves only to those who take the time to look closer. So before you ignore that old coin, before you toss it aside, remember this story. Remember that somewhere out there, a Liberty coin from 1982 changed someone's life. And who knows, the next one could be yours. Stay curious, stay collecting, and stay with coins.